it only comes out to come back in. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. Autopilot East here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing, as always. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Click that like button or comment down below here. Everyone, we got our next destination up here in terms of where we're going. Okay, so I'm kind of parked here. Let's do this thing. So I'm ready. Tron's ready. FSD is ready to rock and roll, as you kind of see from the icon there. I hope you all are ready too. So let's do this thing. Okay. So kind of parked here on the shoulder here. And FSD from the shoulder here does do it here. That's perfect. And it gets this thing rolling here. Everyone, we got to make this left here up at the top here where if you all been watching my previous videos, we've done this before. So let's see how it does it. But before we get there, everyone, to the stop sign, I just want to let you all know, everyone, the place that we're going to today is called Romeo's Pizza Italian American, I think. But I'll just call it Romeo's Pizza, everybody. That's where we're going. Got to make this left turn here. We got a bunch of cars, everyone, coming from the left and then also on the right here. FSD inches up here, and we still got cars coming on the right. Oh, this car here is turning. Thankfully, FSD did see that there. And we still got some more cars here. And we do have a pedestrian, everyone, slowly approaching us here on the left side. Let's see how FSD swings this thing. Now, we could go here. Oh, FSD decides to wait there. We got two more of the cars on the left here and a pedestrian here coming. Let's see what FSD does. FSD, oh my goodness. It swings it here, which I would have done too because that pedestrian was coming kind of closely here. But I would have definitely swung it there, which was FSD definitely did here. Now, everyone, again, we're going to Romeo's Pizza here. And everyone, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I think this might be the farthest I've gone to get some pizza that's not named New York City or Hoboken or Jersey City. Okay? So this might be the farthest. And man, I'm gonna have to skim through some of this, everyone, because it's gonna be a long trip. We got everyone. Destination says 57 minutes, which is insane to me. And we're only in New Jersey, everyone. 35 miles out here from where we currently are, which is kind of crazy. Now we're making this right turn here to get to the Parkway. I don't know why it only comes out to come back in. I don't like that, everybody. Don't like that. The curb wasn't even sticking out there. I don't know why FSD would come out a tad to turn back in when it has enough space to just make the turn. Man, that's the first I've seen it, everyone, with 12.6.4 where it made a little left out just to come back in. Got to make this left turn here, and got a couple of, I actually can't even see here because the hedge is there with this tree. Got a couple cars coming here. We could go now after this car, and FSD does do it there, which I would have done too as well. That's perfect. Man, oh man, I think I've seen it one other time here. Everyone, if you think about that, right? Like if someone's making a turn, right? A right turn, right? Why would you come out to the left to make the right turn? So you're pulling out left and then to come back in. That don't make no sense to me. I'm sorry. Especially if the curb there, when you're making the right turn, doesn't stick out, you don't need to come out to come back in. Got a stop sign here, got a car coming here, but we still could go. And FSD does do it there. Now everyone, like I mentioned, we're trying to get to the Parkway here. And so we got a stop sign up ahead here. Everyone, once we get into the Parkway, I'll tell you all a little bit more about the destination here and why we're going there, what they got there, and some other Tesla news here on the drive down. So let's hope, everyone, it's a smooth drive. Of course, there's going to be some traffic here, which I don't even know why. It's a nice day, actually, 79 degrees, which is great, but still. Now we got some slowage here. I probably, if I was FSD, go to the left here, because sometimes this lane people are turning here, just like this car right here is turning here. But I would love to go to left lane here. Let's see how FSD doesn't do it there, and then it keeps it moving here, and we're kind of going awfully. Okay, now it picks up the speed here. I feel like we were going a little bit awfully slow there. Now we're getting into the Parkway here to make the right here. Parkway South or the freeway, and some of you all do know it, depending upon where you live at in the States. And then we get going. Now, everyone, we have to technically merge here into the Parkway. So we're coming onto a lane and we're merging into a lane that's already on the Parkway here. Let's see how FSD does swing this one here. Puts on the left turn signal, which is great, which is done in the past. So that's been consistent. That's perfect. And then I wonder if it tries to move over again. It does move over again. That's great. And then it stays steady here. Okay, everyone. So now we got some time here. Because most of the commute, most of the traveling that we're going to do here is going to be on the Parkway. So it's not going to be as engaging as I would think so, or I would hope so, because you all know, if you've been riding on my drives here, 12.6.4 FSD here, hardware 3 car, is that on the highways it's pretty smooth. You don't have to really engage with it. Really, very rarely, everyone, have I seen some phantom braking or a really hard braking. But for the most part, everyone, it's actually pretty good on the highway. I really have no complaints on the highway. I think FSD is, I don't want to say flawless here, but it's almost spectacular here in terms of it navigating the highway. Now the city streets, that's another thing here, but the highway alone, this thing works great. We do have some slowage here, which kind of interesting. I don't know why, but everyone, so let's talk about the Romeos, right? So I know what you probably all are thinking. Why am I going to another pizza spot? And everybody, I would say the same thing. And why would this pizza spot be 55 minutes away, and the time keeps going up and up and up, and we're not even in New York, Hoboken, Jersey City area. We're literally going down a little bit to South Jersey here to the Freehold township. But yeah, so why am I going to a pizza spot? Okay, everyone, someone suggested that I should do more pizza spots because they enjoyed the content about the pizza spot. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's do a pizza spot. I actually had something in mind here. I haven't been to this spot before whatsoever, Romeo's, but I've heard, everyone, and I've seen photos that the pizza here is kind of interesting, right? Now, it's not just the pizza that you kind of all get, the Sicilian pies, the triangle pies and all that type of stuff that's, cut like that, and the pepperoni and so on, everyone. I looked at the photos, everyone, online on this thing here, and the photos, everyone, seem to be very flat. The pizza is very flat, and it almost has a bubbly sort of cheese to it on the top, and then on the sides here, the crust here, since it's flat here, almost looks like it's like a cheese crust, like a burnt cheese crust. Now, I don't know, everyone, what the bottom looks like. That'll be interesting to see what the bottom does look like, everyone. But on the sides of that thing, it's like a burnt cheese crust. Now, it's a family-owned spot, everyone. And I love some family-owned spots, everyone, because family-owned spots can do their thing compared to the chains here. So they can put their own sort of twist to it. So I'm curious to see, everyone, how this pizza is going to be, everyone, because I don't think I've ever tried pizza that looks like this, where it's flat. Of course, I've tried pizza that's flat, of course, but that there's the crust of it is like a burnt sort of crust. I think I've only tried it one other place here, but that wasn't even in New Jersey, New York area, everyone. Actually, no. Yeah, no, it wasn't, everyone. The other spot I've tried, everyone, was the chicken parm pizza. Oh my goodness, I can't remember where we got that from, everyone. I'll make sure to put the little the title there where I got the chicken parm from. But that chicken parm, everyone, is chicken parm pizza. So the pizza is made out of chicken parm. You can't make it up. You got the mozzarella in there, you got the sauces in there, the tomato sauce in there, and you got the other bunch of little cheeses on there, everyone. And then the crust of that thing is made, of course, out of chicken, the breaded chicken. But man, does it taste good. Now we got a car here on the left. Looks like they might be on their cell phone because they're kind of swerving here. That's the one thing, everyone, I wish about FSD is that if it sees a car a little bit kind of swervy, just move to the other lane compared to just navigating through it. Because I would do that because I just don't want nobody to hit the car because they're kind of distracted a little bit there, maybe by somebody they're talking to or on the phone. Because man, oh man, I've seen that happen way too many times when somebody sideswipes you because of that. But yeah, so everyone, I've seen it there. Oh, this name around Quality Italian. Everyone, if you haven't been to Quality Italian, you may want to put that on your to-do list, and I do mean put that on your to-do list as in like yesterday, because that's a pretty good spot. That chicken parm, by far, everyone, is really, really good here. There's no questions to be asked about that. Now, I'm hoping everyone at some point I'll make a trip up there to New York again to show you all Quality Italian, but man, it's not gonna come too soon enough. But everyone, if you're from the area of New York, go to Quality Italian. You won't be disappointed. The service is pretty good here, and that food is gonna be phenomenal. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Okay, so everyone, now of course they serve not just the pizza there. I was looking at everyone. They serve some sort of garlic cheese sticks, which I think I actually might get because they look pretty good there, with a little mozzarella there and some garlic there on the bread. So I think I might do that too as well. They do some sandwiches, some salads, of course, the typical kind of pizza restaurant area. But everyone, I think, of course, I have to get the pizza there, and I just have to get here probably the garlic knots, not the garlic knots, but the garlic cheese bread here, just to see how it is. And everyone, I hope everyone, they kill it with the marinara sauce, because you all have seen my other pizza spot that I did a review on. That marinara sauce, everyone, was not sweet enough. It looked like it just needed a little bit more flavor to it. I know it was homemade and all that, but it looked like it was just salt on top of salt compared to like salty, and then you mix it with a little bit of sweet, just a hint of sweetness, just to bring the flavor together there. Man, I was missing that for sure. Now look, I checked the reviews out, everyone, on Google reviews for Romeo's Pizza, and it was about a 4.7 out of 400 reviews. I always just put the reviews up, everyone, not saying that they're true or not, everyone, but the reviews are very subjective here. But I think, and I'm hoping, everyone, that the pizza is good, especially with this long travel, man, oh man. But I want to lower my expectations just a tad, everyone, because I don't want to get there to drive 50 minutes and be disappointed, and then I got to walk on, I got to tell y'all about it, because that's going to be bad. Okay, everybody, just an update on the drive here. So far, everyone, the drive has been pretty good down here. The only thing I don't like per se about FSD is that at sometimes on the course of just driving on the highway, it just makes like just these like turns that are just like, why are we going to the right turn? Why are we going to the left lane, right lane, and things like that? Like, it just makes it's a little bit inconsistent for me in terms of the decision making sometimes when we don't need to be doing that. So for instance, right, like we gotta get off here, everyone, at 123.4 miles away, everyone. You all can kind of see it up there. FSD now puts on a turn signal here, but it's kind of hesitant here, and now it kind of seemed to move over. Okay, and now we're in the right lane to get off at the exit, sort of. We need to get over one more lane here, which it does behind this car here, and so that's good. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so it gets off at the exit here, which is awesome. So yeah, so far, everyone, it's been okay in terms of the drive. I will say the drive's been okay outside of, like I mentioned, the turning, just infrequent turns here, left lane, right lane, and we don't need to do that. Just stay in the lane here unless we're going to move a little bit faster into the farther lane to the left. Now we get off here at this exit. Now we don't have to make a turn here, but FSD gets into the center lane here, and then we're on this, actually, it looks like, for 17 miles. So dang, everybody, we still got more time to go. Everyone, I just gotta say this real quick, and I do mean this with the utmost respect, but I don't know how anyone lives in Freehold, to be honest with y'all, because this is a drive. Now, I'm not even driving, but it still seems like a far drive, especially when you got to take this sort of 1 in 9 type of situation here that's kind of a semi-highway, but it's not because it's got so many different lights on 1 and 9 to get to Freehold. Like you can't even get to Freehold by like the Parkway and just get off and just call it a day. Or maybe you can and I'm missing something. But man, oh man, if somebody lives on Freehold on the channel, everyone, man, I don't know how you do it because that's a drive. This is a drive right now, and I'm already feeling it, and I've done nothing so far. Okay, so it looks like we got through most of the traffic, I think, on the drive. I think there's going to be, of course, some other traffic as we get going, but this is the thing about 1 and 9 here. For those of you who are familiar with the areas, for those who are not, it's literally just a kind of a straight shot here. And there's so many just different traffic lights on this strip here, which, as you kind of see up there, we got another yellow light here. And I don't even know how long we're going to be at this parked at this yellow light here. Let me hold off here, everyone, and then once we get past through the light, I'll talk about some Tesla news. Okay, so we got through the light, everyone, which is great because, oh my goodness, man, this destination, we still got 11 miles, 22 minutes remaining. Okay, so everyone, here's the Tesla news I got to talk about here, which I think is kind of interesting here. Of course, some things that are already coming down the pipeline, as you are already familiar with. The tax credit, everyone, is ending soon. So definitely if you plan on like getting a Tesla at some point, it might be best to get it as sooner. If you're eligible for the tax credit anyway, that is, because I think they'll be doing some deals on the leasing, but then also on the financing too as well, which is definitely good that they're doing this right now. Because I mentioned this in previous videos, everyone. I think this might be the biggest quarter that Tesla has ever experienced, because now it's known that the federal credit, EV tax credit, is ending. So now people are going to try to jump on this thing, everyone. And I know it's probably going to be the biggest quarter yet, because you know why? Someone sent out a message, everyone, or something on Twitter. I can't remember who it was. I'll post it up there so you all can kind of see here, that mentioned that the Tesla Model Y might get a price increase at some point because now the demand is reaching almost to the capacity of the supply, okay? Which now means Tesla at any point, everyone, because Tesla's not like it's a company, and that they can kind of increase, decrease prices based upon supply and demand. And so everyone, I can foresee after I post this video, or once I post it, there'll probably be a price increase. I can see it coming, everyone, because I think this is probably one of the biggest, everyone, moves due to like something coming down the pipeline, right? So this one was tax credit. When I got my car, everyone, in 2022, it was the gas prices going up, and it was going up like crazy in Jersey, in New York. And so now New York taxes on gas are already high. I mean, price already high on their gas anyway. But now it was like, oh, actually no, like we got to move to an EV. So that's when I actually made the transition to an EV, everyone. And as soon as I got my Tesla, everyone, the price went up on that model that I had, maybe about like $3,000, $4,000, probably even more than that. And it almost looked like they was updating the price like weekly, because they was trying to, the supply and demand had caught up. And so now they're like, okay, well, we'll just add the prices. And that was a wild one. That was a wild year, I would say, in 2022, when the gas price in New York, New Jersey was just going up. And I think actually across the country too as well, but it was more prominent, I would say, in California and New York, New Jersey, sort of area there. So now we kind of see it here again. So everyone, I'm just curious, if you're getting a Tesla, do you plan on getting one before the end of the month? Everyone, as always, you'll feel free to use my referral link down below. I'll put it down here and below in the description, or use someone else's, everyone, just to get full self-driving here. Try it out for a couple months there, just to kind of see how you like it or not here. So yeah, that's a big one just coming down, everyone. The Tesla Model Y might get a price increase here, which is unfortunate. Everyone, as soon as I'm recording this video, as of today, the Model Y, the leak from the Model Y performance, everyone, it's been leaked. Now, it's only unfortunately at the point going to come in Europe in a couple months. I think next month, to be exact, in September. which is unfortunate how every time there's some sort of new Tesla model outside the Cybertruck, it's always released not in the US first. Now, I've seen some photos, I've seen a little bit of some details and dimensions of the Model Y performance, everyone. From my initial thoughts, without digging even deeper, what I can say, everyone, is that the front of that car, of the Model Y Performance, that's going to be coming out, hopefully to the US in a couple months as well, even though it's going to be released in the Europe next month, is that it looks very aggressive, but it looks aggressive in a good way. Like, wow, they upped it. They upped it. Now, everyone, will that entice someone to buy the performance version of the Model Y? Probably not, because most people probably ain't going to buy it anyway, because no one needs no one needs it, but most people don't need a performance car, which means thanks Tesla for releasing the Model Y Performance, decades later, but no one cares about that right now. No one wants it, not right now, because we need the car prices to go down, not increase, but to go down. They're at an all-time low right now, but still, performance version, great job. But that's my initial thoughts, everyone. Some other things, everyone, is that those of you who aren't familiar with Teslas, right? Every year around Christmas time, they release what is known as the holiday update. And it looks like, everyone, for the holiday update in December, which is usually when they release it, everyone, is that we're going to get a new software update. I think the software has been being pushed now to employees already. And we're going to get that new update, I think, in December. It's August right now, so we're probably going to get it in December sometime. And that update, everyone, might include the new FSD software, sort of visuals here that some of you all, that I've talked about in the previous video, everyone, that's going to be looking very snazzy here. It's going to be looking really great. Just the visuals alone, everyone. The visuals right now, everyone, looks good compared to what it was before. I don't know what that thing was before. It was like a Legacy Tron. But right now, everyone, it looks good, but it's going to get an even better improvement. The unfortunate thing, everyone, is if with that improvement visually, everyone, it looks like, as of currently speaking, everyone, is that it's only going to come to the AMD Ryzen processors, whose cars have that. Thankfully, everyone, I have that in my car. But it looks like it's only going to be coming to those cars. Now, hopefully they release some Intel version of it a little bit later on, but they always a little fall behind on that here. The other things with the visuals, everyone, of course, the visuals are going to be changed up a bit. And then they're also mentioned, everyone, a low power mode. Man, do we need a low power mode, everyone? Because if we got a low power mode on the iPhone, everyone, and the Android, how come we can't get one in the car? That'd be great, because then it only makes sure that the only essentials are being used to consume power compared to the Sentry mode, accessory mode, summon standby, and of course, everyone, cabin over the overheat protection, which, everyone, if you're using that, everyone, please just turn that off. There's no use for having cabin heat overheat protection, everyone, because the screen isn't going to, I don't know, it's going to go wonky, it's going to go crazy because of the heat, everyone. My car has gone up to, like, I don't know, something intense. Even last summer, I remember going up to, like, in the car, like 125, 120, 130 sometimes Fahrenheit. I'll put the Celsius down there too as well. But you don't need it, everyone. It's just an added feature that you have to, like, keep on clicking on every 12 hours, because I think it's every 12 to 24 hours it'll take the setting off. And it's mainly just because if you forget, I don't know, everyone, and hopefully this will never happen. If you forget, like, your kid in the car, a child in the car, then that's when the cabin overheat protection, or your pet in the car, that cabin overheat protection pops on, so it doesn't get too overheated. So, if that ever happened, you could be, hopefully they'll be okay. Once you get back to the car, in case you forgot to put on keep mode or something like that. But everyone, it's not useful for most people. So at this point, if you still got it, everyone, if you have it on, you may want to consider taking it off, because that uses a ton of energy right there, especially when it's hot. I already know that for sure. When I did that initially when I got my Tesla, and I was like, why am I doing this for? When I don't need the car to be, like, not as hot, I'll just put, you know, the little sunscreen, I mean the sunshade on, and then the moon loop sunshade on, and that helps keep the car down a little bit cooler. It's not going to keep it like, I don't know, less than 100, but at least it's a little bit cool. But yeah, probably not do that, everyone, if you have that on. Something to think about. Some other things, everybody, with a Tesla, right, is that the Robotaxi. Now, initially, everyone, it was released in Austin, Texas, and hopefully they're going to be expanding this, everyone, to some other areas across the country, specifically in San Francisco. But so far, everyone, Tesla is currently in the third expansion with the Robotaxi, which now includes about 101 square miles. Now, this is an interesting one, everyone, because you remember when I initially talked about the Robotaxi, I initially said my first impressions was that I think Tesla just put something together real quick and was like, here you go, everybody. Here's the product. Here's the Robotaxi. Do what you as it will, and see how it goes from there. Now, everyone, with the Robotaxi, unfortunately, is that it's still, like, everyone can't get into the Robotaxi because it's only for certain people currently at the moment, which is unfortunate. But I think they're doing this expansion to kind of see, everyone, how it goes even further. Now, with this expansion, actually, it's a little bit better. The square miles, everyone, the area square miles is actually more than Waymo. Now, it doesn't mean it's better than Waymo. They just expanded a bit more than Waymo. Now, of course, everyone, they still have the person, the safety monitor, the safety person in the passenger seat here, up at the front here, as well. So I think it's interesting. I'm very surprised that in the past couple months they've been able to expand this 3 times, which sounds crazy in Austin to do that in this short amount of time. I would love, everyone, if someone knows Elon or somebody knows something, someone special in Tesla, everyone, I will take a flight out there and pay myself to get over there to try that Robotaxi. If someone in the comments knows somebody that works at Tesla, let them know Autopilot Eats. I'll be there. Let me know when and where, and I'll be there. Okay? I'll be there. Just let them know. I gotta be there. I gotta get there, everyone. I know I ain't no one special, but man, oh man, I would love to be there, everyone. If they can get me there. If someone knows somebody that can get me there and try it out, I'll do it. I'll do it for sure. Now, speaking about Waymo, everyone, is that interesting, everyone, is that Waymo, I mentioned this before in earlier videos, everyone, is that Waymo is coming to New York City. It is not a surprise. They're coming to New York City, and they're going to be coming soon. I think, everyone, I was in New York City just the other day, and I saw a Waymo for the first time in New York City, and guess where it was, everyone? To my surprise, it was in Manhattan. But guess what I noticed, everyone, where it was in Manhattan? It was trying to go to the Holland Tunnel, everyone. Well, it was in the lane, everyone, to go to the Holland Tunnel instead of the lane to just navigate through Manhattan. So that right there tells me, everyone, again, they're just doing some testing to kind of work through the kinks of this thing here. So it's going to be interesting, everyone. Oh my goodness. I don't know how they're going to do this in Manhattan. I really don't, because I'm a bit nervous for it to be in Manhattan, mainly because, like I mentioned this before in previous videos, everyone, there's just way too many people. There's way too many people. There's way too many people. There's way too many cars. There's way too many bicycles. There's way too many pedestrians. There's just way too many people to do that thing in Manhattan. And you gotta be, and there's so much construction that goes on Manhattan every single day, and it's never consistent. Like, at the drop of a hat, everyone, I could be talking about no construction in Manhattan today, and then tomorrow there's construction. Or today there's no traffic, tomorrow there is traffic. Like, I don't know how in the world they're going to be able to do that. I really don't. Maybe they're going to operate during certain hours, maybe not during rush hour or something like that. I can see that happening. But man, and not do it on the weekends. But even with that, everyone, I'm a bit skeptical in terms of how that is going to happen. Because man, oh man, like, there has not been a self-driving car, everyone, yet in New York City, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there has been. So in the comments, let me know if there has been in the past, and I'm just missing something. But I don't think there has. But everyone, it's just way too many people. Like, it sounds crazy that they would do that thing in Manhattan. It sounds wild to me because it's just like there's got to be some sort of radius that they're going to operate in, because I just don't see how they're going to do that. Oh my goodness, everyone. We are finally getting into Freehold here, after the longest drive ever. And I do mean ever, to get some pizza. And this thing has got to be good. Oh my goodness, if it's not good, this is going to be so disappointing. Man, I hope it's good. Last thing, everyone, with some Tesla news, everyone, is that FSD 14 is coming at some point. I don't know when it's coming, but it's going to be coming at some point. And I've said this before, everyone, and it's very unfortunate, is that it's not coming to any hardware 3 car as of currently speaking right now. And what a shame how it's not even going to come to a hardware 3 car. Now, everyone, I'm hoping at some point that they do offer a retrofit. And I know that's probably going to be more expensive in terms of the service to do it, not necessarily the components cost, but the service, because they're going to charge the customers regardless if they're going to do a retrofit. I think it's the time required on Tesla's end. If they say we can do a retrofit, that's going to be more expensive for them, because now it's going to take up more service requests for them to do that. Now, I don't know if it's going to be that much of a hassle, because there's not that many people that have FSD like fully installed on their hardware 3 car. So it's going to be interesting, everyone, but I'm hoping that they do a retrofit. Everyone, I kid you not, they did a retrofit currently, or will be at some point, everyone, for the turnstock on the new Model 3. How were they able to do that? They realized that. So, and I know that's probably like a most basic component to add in there, just a turn signal. And I know I'm sounding like, kind of crazy, like I'm expecting so much. But yeah, I'm expecting so much. Yeah, I said it. I'm expecting so much, everyone, because you can't promise that it's going to be fully autonomous when Elon was talking about this for hardware 3 cars. And now all of a sudden, when FSD 14 is about to show up and show out here, possibly due to all the talk that's being surrounded upon it, he's going to talk about, oh no, it's not going to come to hardware 3. Come on now. You can't do that. That would be so disappointing for the people who purchased the hardware 3, thinking it was going to be fully autonomous at some point. So I'm hoping he rolls the dial back here, everyone, and rethinks that, and then says, okay, we're going to offer it to hardware 3 cars, but we're going to do a slow rollout of it. Okay, that'd be great. I don't mind that. I don't mind a slow rollout as long as we get it at some point. I don't mind a slow rollout, but I do mind, everyone, is that hardware 3 cars still haven't got an update for FSD. Okay, FSD 14, everyone, that's coming. That's in the wind. Okay, I'm talking about like right now, as in right now today. Come on, help us out. Okay, help me out. All right, I'm trying to do something for the channel. Okay. All right, everyone. So we're coming up to the destination here. Got about 1 minute here. Now, everyone, like I mentioned here, I've never been to this place before. And we'll kind of see, everyone, how this PC spot is here. It's got some nice kind of stores over here. FSD is turning kind of slow. Dang, man. I never understand this slow turnage here from 1 and 9 here off of here. That was 18 miles. Like, why are we going 18 miles when we got someone in the back that's really was trailing us there? Now, everyone, on this drive, actually, it's been pretty smooth. It's been pretty, of course, boring, of course. But other than that, it's been all right. Now, we got to make this left turn here. Oh, wow. I got to press the accelerator here, everyone. Oh, and we're on skates. Oh, my God. Woo. I had to take the glasses off of that one, everyone. Oh, man. This ain't no joke. Okay, so Romeo's here, everyone. It's on the right-hand It's on the left-hand side here. I'm going to try to see everyone if I can find a park here. And everyone, they got Broad Street Doco. Oh, wow. Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Man, everyone, that place in there is really on point. It's nice. I like the decor in there. And the Romeo's Italian American, everyone. The nickname of it is Rio. Ria. Okay? I like that. I like that. So to the owner for a little bit too as well. Nice as well. Everyone, I got to say, that menu on there is extensive. Everyone, if you look online for this menu here, this menu is like the Cheesecake Factory's menu. Man, that's a big menu. Everyone, you can't go in there and tell me you don't find something that you like in there. Oh my goodness, everyone. I don't know. This person is cooking up something good at this Rio spot here, everyone. But let's taste, everyone, what I got here. Everyone, I got the Rio cheese and the Rio pepperoni. So the Rio cheese and the Rio pepperoni. Okay, let's start with the cheese first. Let's see how that is, and then we'll go from there, everyone. Okay. Now, everyone, look at this pepper. Look at this cheese right here. Man, this cheese, everyone, it looks something majestic. Okay. The way the crust on the outside of this thing is just, I have never seen a crust like this before. Tell me you have, okay? Where you got the cheese, bubbly cheese at the bottom. I don't know how they're able to do that because I've never seen it before, especially on the thin crust here. And look at the back of it there. Looks like it's got a nice texture to the back here, not burnt or anything like that. Let's taste this thing and see how it is. Okay, the cheese on this, everyone, is definitely like flowing with some flavor. I think the cheese is missing something special. The sauce, you can tell, is good on this. It's subtle. It's a little bit soft. It's not hard or anything like that. And then cheese on that makes it really good there. The cheese, everybody, on this, everyone, is crazy. Okay? The cheese is on this thing is on point. I gotta say. Okay. Let's move everyone to the pepperoni here. Let's try that out and see how that is here. Okay. Same thing, everyone, as before, everyone. Thin crust there with the cheese on the back there. A little burnt crust a little burnt at the bottom there. But you got the little bubbly pepperoni there, which I like. Oh my goodness, I like some bubble pepperoni here. Makes it pop, get some color to it. Let's taste this thing. Yeah, that's what it's missing. Everyone, this pizza is on point. It's got the oregano in there. It's got some parsley in there. Okay. And the pepperoni on top of this, everyone, makes this thing great. I'm not sure, everyone, if I like the cheese more so, but I think this pepperoni is better than the cheese for certain. Hands down, I think I can show for sure. Yeah, definitely better, everyone. For sure. Yep. The cheese on there, the pepperoni on there, make that a pretty good pizza, everyone. Everyone, I will come back here for that pepperoni pizza alone. Let's try the crust here, everyone, because I missed the crust there. Crust is good, everyone. You tell everyone you got the cheese on there with the crust there. And I like that crust, for sure. Okay? Everyone, let's move here, everyone, to the garlic cheese sticks here. The garlic cheese bread here. This is what it looks like here, everyone. I'm not gonna lie to you, everyone. This thing looks actually pretty basic to me. Okay, just got some cheese on here, with the little bread there at the back here. It looks just okay. Let's taste it. Definitely have some garlic here, more so than the garlic knot that I tried everyone on a couple videos ago here. And I think the bread is soft. It is soft for sure. Okay, let's try it with everyone with the sauce here that comes with it here. Got some mozzarella sauce here. Dip that in there real quick. Everyone, this tomato sauce smells kind of soupy to me. But let's taste it. Dump that in there real quick. Okay. Okay. Everyone, I gotta say, everyone, is that this cheesy bread here, the garlic cheese bread here, tastes much better here with this sauce for sure. The sauce, everyone, is got some sweet to it, got some saltiness to it here. But this sauce is not overpowering. It's just right. It's kind of soupy here, for sure. The texture of it here. But everyone, this sauce, everyone, is on point for sure. I have to say, everyone, man, I'll put my critique up here. But so far, what I have right here, I think I will come back for sure for that pizza alone. Okay? Now, the cheese garlic sticks here, I'll probably leave those alone. I probably won't do those next time. Okay? But I might probably some other items on there. They got over 100 items on that menu. So I'll try something else on that menu. Okay? But okay, everyone. I still got to chew this thing up. But all right, everyone. You heard it here first, okay? And you can't say, I didn't tell y'all so. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all next one. I'll see y'all later.